Once you learn the truth shall set you free. Free from what, you might ask? In order to be free, you must not want to be a slave. We are all slaves to wages, slave to television, slave to gasoline, slave to medical systems, slave to fast food, and slave to consumerism.
But people who expose the truth are punished. Look at all the whistleblowers who get fired. Look at the man who exposed the Watergate burglars. People do not want to hear the truth. Jesus was crucified for preaching the truth. Wilhelm Reich died in jail for preaching about color therapy and orgone energy, which is the same energy used in acupuncture. An Indian guru was prosecuted in Oregon for teaching about the power of sex. Why do most religions tell people not to have sex, or only to have it within narrowly prescribed limits?
People want to be lied to if it makes them feel better. You don't want to hear that eating beef is murder of a sentient being. That is why cows are sacred in India. You don't want to hear that drinking milk is promoting slavery of cows. By artificial insemination and theft of baby calf, the dairy farmer can suck milk out of an unhappily confined cow by mechanical means. You would rather not know that cattle ranching in the Midwest is causing water pollution in California, which leads to poisoned fish and higher rates of cancer. You would rather not know that slavery to oil is causing the world's oceans to be polluted. This ultimately poisons the world's fish, which poisons our children and grandchildren, as well as mass suicide of whales and dolphins.
You are a slave to your own desires also. In the Buddhist framework, desire is the way to unhappiness. What happens if you really want something, and you don't receive it? Unfulfilled desires are the road to hell. Why are we slaves to our children? Do they bring happiness? Do they do what we tell them, or even what we know is good for them? Did we follow our parents' desires?
Are we our own worst enemy? Are we self-destructive? How can we end the cycle of desire and unhappiness? Learning the truth about the nature of human beings gives us the opportunity to choose our path. We have a higher and lower nature. We are both animal and godlike. We can choose to vibrate to our lower selves by feeding our insecurities with fatty, sugary foods, or vibrate to our higher selves by fasting from cooked food. The two biggest drives in human beings are food and sex. Living in the land of plenty, we should not be focused on food.
So you are saying we should be focused on sex?
Sex is important in physical, emotional, and spiritual health. Human beings are the only animals that have sex for fun.
Sex for fun.
Women need to have sex on a regular basis or your bones start to deteriorate. Women need to have sex on a regular basis or their hormones get imbalanced and dry up. Men can go without sex if they channel it spiritually like monks and hermits. Men can sublimate their sex drive into creativity, but they will not receive love or sex. But women can sublimate their sex drive into their children, but will receive love, not sex.
Sex is for procreation. All humans depend on love from community to survive or get mental illness.
There are 3 types of sex other than procreation: recreation, sexual healing, and sacred sex.
Women do not need orgasm to feel loved. In order to feel loved, women need to know they are the most important thing in your life. And nutrition is important for sex.
Okay, so we are back to the food. You need to learn more about the second chakra.
Why is that?
Because the second chakra encompasses food and sex.
Okay, so when are you going to teach me?
Let's get out of work and go to the library.
The real library or the library in your bedroom?